All right, good evening, good evening. A little more crafters and fans, come on in. I am going to do a part 2 to the stack or the 2022 planner lineup stack that I did just the other day. I was remiss in showing a couple of items, but I also mainly wanted to show the Franken Planning. So Franken Planning, what is it? Franken Planning is when you take portions of another planner due to what it has, what its capabilities are, things that you like about that planner. You take from one planner, it may not even be the same family. So if you take from a Happy Planner collection and put it in, combine it with a plum paper, you take from a cloth and paper collection and you add it to a Goose Bee and Twins book, whatever that is, you take something from another planner group or planner section and combine it with your primary to make a planner that works for you. So that is called Franken Planning. Yes, it is taken after Frankenstein, which of course, as you know, the scientists took parts of many people, many things, and put them together to create Frankenstein. So that is the concept behind Franken Planning. So I will be demonstrating actually the finance planner from plum paper and combining it with my existing daily planner, which is also from plum paper. Now, one of the other pieces that I will be Franken planning, but I won't be doing that tonight, just so that you can get a better idea of what else to add. I will be adding the social media inserts from the Happy Planner collection, which came out several years ago, and I have a stack left. I bought multiple stacks to carry me through a few years, and so I will be adding the social media planning pages into my daily in order to plan my video content. Making sure that I hit my social media platforms, making sure that I address certain things on all of the platforms or on some of the platforms. So that is what I'm going to also be Franken planning into my plum paper daily functional planner. But that will occur at a different time. But today I wanted to show you adding the finance section into my existing functional planner. Now, in regards to what I missed the other day when I did the initial video showing you my stack and my custom plum paper planner, what I missed in showing you all were some of the custom things that I had done for this planner. Now, I did take you through the daily pages and I showed you how I changed the titles to the various sections. So I named one section a little more things to do, which is my side business. So those are things to do that I need to do for the business. Then I labeled it the Love More Ranch things to do. Those are the things that that I need to do for the household, for my family, for myself, to keep our household going. Of course, the gratitude section, my epiphanies and visions, those are ideas that pop up in my head, things that I dream about and I want to implement or at least meditate on whether or not I should add that to the business concept or the business process. So those were the unique things that I added to the page. One of the things that I referenced, however, was plum paper gives you the ability to add custom events to your monthly planner. So I am opening this bad boy up and I want to show you that really quick. And then I'm going to move right into Franken Planning with the finance section. All right. So real quick, we're going to come down here to the planner. So once again, we have the we have the plum paper daily. I elected to go, let's see. So I elected to go with a full 12-month version. And so it's pretty thick, you guys. It's pretty thick. And when I add the finance components, it's even going to be it's even going to be thicker. I also have the rings, as you are familiar with Happy Planner. You have the disc, and because of its thickness and because of the additional items that I'm going to be adding to this planner, I've also gone with the expanded disc and the metal. My preference are the metal disc as opposed to the plastic. There's nothing wrong with the plastic. This is just my personal preference. And I like the larger rings to give myself more room, more ability to add to my planner, make it thicker, make it chunkier, and all of those things. So once again, the plum paper custom 7x9 in the Happy Planner format as opposed to the spiral. So that's what I wanted to show you that I forgot about the other day. So let's go to March. We're going to go over here to March, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So as I mentioned, Plum Paper gives you the option to add your own events to your planner. So here we go. What do we mean by that? So I mentioned that the month of March, my son's birthday, my youngest son, my daughter-in-law, and several other things. So I could add their dates to the physical calendar, and Plum Paper put them in the monthly version. So this is the monthly spread. As you can see, there are a couple of dates there. There's my son's birthday and then my daughter-in-law's birthday. And then if you go over a couple of days, then there's my husband's birthday listed here. And I was able to do that for all the important dates in our family. So all of my 5 children's birthdays, my husband's anniversary, my son's anniversary, my parents' birthdays, my father's passing date, any date that was relevant to us, I was able to capture in the events section of Plum Paper, and they then in turn put it into my planner. So that was one of the benefits that I really loved. Okay. So then I'm going to move this one over, and I'm going to jump to the portion that I'm going to be Franken planning. So once again, this is the finance planner. I selected also 7x9, and I also selected the Happy Planner cut. So I will be able to take this out and place it where I would like for it to go. I can add it behind the standard planner, or I can incorporate it within the pages of the months, April, May. I can add it into the exact same dates of that week, or again, I can do its own section. For the purposes of this particular planner for 2022, I am going to make the finance section its very own section in the back of my planner. But I'm going to put a tab at the top, either some type of divider that will flip from the top of the book so that I will know exactly where the finance section begins, and I will be able to flip to it quickly throughout the days when I make a purchase, when I make a payment on an expense or a debt for the family. So that is my plan with the finance patient. Now, it did come with its own cover, front and back. I was able to create my own label. So bless the Quan. That's what I actually call money. It's from one of the movies with Cuba Gooding Jr. And he tells Tom Cruise to show him the Quan, And so I have always used that word ever since that movie came out. So I titled it Bless the Quan. And then I put a little bitty tiny prayer down here at the bottom. Lord, touch every dollar and coin. Let thy will be done in Jesus' name. So I am very faithful in my tithes. I try to make sure that is one of the initial things taken out of our household income. And then I want to give reverence to the Lord that I revere to help us guide us in our finances and making sure that our home is taken care of. So that's why I chose to label it that way. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get this open. Set that over there. As I mentioned, there's the cover. It also comes with some stickers. I think it was 2 pages of stickers. Yes. So it also comes with some stickers. So you have pay bills, reminder, bill due. We have some tax, some money tax, sale tags over here, money, piggy banks for savings. So some priorities to focus on. And we have some auto pay, some things that come out automatically, paid in full. So you can get those endorphins of things that you may have paid off successfully. Bills, payday, numerous things to help remind you about those bills. Okay, so that comes also in the pack. All right. It also comes with the tabs for each month. I have not decided if I'm going to use these in the finance section. That is yet to be determined. So more to come on this one. I'm not sure about that yet, but we'll set those over here to the side. And then I want to show you a little bit. So once again, you have the annual calendar. So that's great. You have those idea pages. So once again, you could do a vision board here, or you could jot down some thoughts about what you're saving for. Are you saving for a car? Are you saving for a vacation? What are you saving, and what are your goals to save that money? And here we go with January. So I want to pull these up just a bit. So that's about 5 or 6 pages for January. So here we have the finance section, the finance planner. You get the month, January. You also get, this is the initial page for the monthly tracking. So what income are you expecting this month? What is your beginning monthly balance on your checking account? What is your savings goal for the month? What is your savings goal for the month? And what are you saving for? So you get a chance to list those here. And then how much do you want to save? And then what is the physical amount that you were able to save? Monthly fixed expenses. So your fixed expenses, your mortgage, your car payments, your fixed expenses there. And then the monthly overview. So what was your total monthly income? How much did you save or debt paid off? And your fixed expenses, and then your spending budget. What did you reward yourself with? Did you purchase some shoes this month? Did you reward yourself with buying furniture? What was that? What was that those major expenses? Then we have the monthly calendar here. So this is where I will be tracking the payments that need to go out each week for the various different expenses that we have. So if it's a credit card and that credit card is scheduled to be paid on the 4th, I will write the name of the credit card here and the amount that is scheduled to come out of the account next to it, so that I will know that it was scheduled to come out on the 4th. I will do that for the rest of the month. I will also record paydays. So typically most of us get paid on Fridays. I know that there are some that get paid once a month at the beginning. Wherever your payday lies, you can put that information onto your monthly calendar so that you have it visible to you for scheduling your outgoing debt. Then we get a weekly, so let me just say that again. You get a weekly purchasing section. So anything that's outgoing in the family, so make sure you collect those receipts from your spouse or significant other so that you can record those. Same here, tracking what is due this week. Again, keeping it at the forefront of your mind. What was your spending budget? If you're going to spend $100 this week, how did you do with that $100? If you're going to limit yourself to spending $50 this week, what is your budget? And then how did you accomplish? And then the weekly review. How did you do this week? Did you dine out? Did you have entertainment? Was there travel for the week? So again, a deep dive into the finances. Now, here's the part that made me really happy when I selected the finance section. I was able to relabel the finance planner, and because I do several savings challenges throughout the year, I am able to rename this Savings Challenges. As you can see, there are 4 different colors, so I can do 4 different challenges if I would like. The first one will be my penny challenge. The penny challenge is really just that you're saving any coin that you come across, and you have to save a certain amount of coin each week. At the end of the year, you have approximately $700 in coin. The second one is going to be my larger savings challenge. Sometimes, some years it's 5,000, some years it's 10, some years it's 3. So depending on what other obligations I have throughout the year will affect that second challenge. But I have an opportunity here to record each week how much I contribute to that specific challenge. And I'm able to track that throughout the course of the month and then hence throughout the course of the year. Once again, paying or making a payment, you can write it down here, jot it down here. Once your mail comes in, you can record it in the subsequent month, what bill is due on what day. So that way you will be able to track those items and then see it in a larger format on the monthly page. So that is how I plan to use the finance. Once again, on the next week, you have a purchasing. So getting those receipts. What did you spend your money on this week? So you have one for each week of the month. And then at the end of January, you get a chance to total all of your weekly items. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the way that every financial person will tell you that you should be aware of your monies at any moment's notice. And that is one of my goals for 2022. So I am excited about this plan, planner, and I look forward to using it. Okay. So with that, I'm going to get all the pages back in order. Again, this was January. So I am going to, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to add it to the back of my planner. So I'm flipping all the way to the back. And then I'm going to add. So I'm going to turn this towards me so it won't look so strange to me. There we go. I think I'm just going to do the papers first. That'll be easier. There's an ice cube there. So I'm taking all of January and I am simply clicking it down into the rings. And it is all there. So that's January. I'm going to take a few more, which will be February. Okay. Once again, stick it down in between those rings. It kind of clicks in so that you can hear it and know that it's secure. It won't take long to get it all in. It's actually almost all done. So we are adding it in. We're all the way up to, let's see, we are actually at the end. So we are adding the last little bit. So here we're getting our fine December added. Okay. And here we go. All done. So I will show you. Oh, I want to add the cover. So let's get the cover added so I'll know exactly where it starts. Something is looking strange. Oh, I want to move that over. Okay, he's sticking. We'll add it later. So there's the cover. Perfect. So there's the cover. So I'll show you again how that looks from beginning to end. So here is the front. There we go. So there is the front cover. This is the very front of the planner. This is the original. Okay, so there's the front. And then here, I don't know if you can see that right there. Right there, which is where I added the second cover, is where the finance section will begin. So there's the finance section. I have a nice folder before it, so I can actually collect mail here. I can put due dates. I can put bills in here. I can put receipts in here if I so choose to. And then there is a second, did I get another one back here? I thought I added a second folder. I'm going to be looking for a second folder to add at the back of this. But again, there's the finance section. Here's the Bless the Quan. And then this starts with my January so that I can begin my finances, planning my finances, organizing my finances, and getting them in the row for the family. So I wanted to make sure I showed you how I Franken planned the financial planner. Thank you for popping in. I hope this is helpful to someone, and I will keep you up to date on some of my progress throughout 2022 about how this is working. And don't forget, I'm going to be adding the social media content pages that were originally in the Happy Planner set from several years ago. I'm going to be adding them in as well as part of my Franken planning so that I can focus on making sure that I get content out consistently and making sure that it is content that people will find helpful and be interested in. So I look forward to more of you all joining me. Thank you so much, a little more crafters and fans. Have a fantastic evening. Bye-bye.